Welcome back, everyone, to Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2024. Last time we defeated the Gonzaga Bulldogs in the round of 32, and today we will take on the Villanova Wildcats in the Sweet 16 matchup, and we'll see if we can, at least I believe I'm right about this, we'll see if we can do something that's never been done in the NCAA tournament before, and that's be a 12 seed and defeat a 1 seed. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I do believe that has never happened in the course of the March Madness tournament. But we'll see if we can do it today. We have a 10% chance, according to this pie chart, of winning this game. So chances aren't very high. But the good news is we have no injuries, at least I don't believe. Yeah, no injuries, a full roster. We've won 3 games in a row that the first game we were down by 23 points, came back to win. The second game, we were underdogs against Purdue, and we win. We were underdogs against Gonzaga, and we win. So we've won 3 games in a row that could arguably be said we shouldn't have won. We have won. So maybe we can do that again here today, and we'll see if it's possible. Wisconsin beats Ohio State. Kansas State 36-1 beats Arizona. Kansas beats USC, and it's time for Kentucky to play Villanova. The Wildcats versus the Wildcats. And we can see the starting lineups here. And we'll go ahead and jump into it. Just going to let things start off as normal and see how things go. We'll make adjustments as we see fit if we feel the need to. Go ahead and do the tip-off. And in the event that we do lose, well, whether we win or whether we lose, this video is basically going to be just this game alone, because I don't want to jump into making an off-season video directly after this game, because then the video would be like 3 hours, which I think, or potentially 3 hours. I don't know if it would really be 3 hours, but it would be too long for a video, if you ask me. They got a defensive foul here early on against Villanova. But I know even with movies, it's some of my least favorite movies ever are the 2 or 3 hour. Well, 2 hours is fine for a movie, but once you get past 2 hours, man, I'm just like, get to the point, you know? We have so many movies these days where it's just get to the point. I've like David Watson hits a 3. I feel like the average runtime for a movie these days is longer than what it was when I was growing up. And there's a out of bounds pass. So 2 turnovers already, but we do lead 3-0. There's a miss and a rebound by Mike Bush. I feel like our defense in these games, aside from the first half against Oregon State, The defense in these games has been really good. And Villanova hits their first couple points, and they get a steal, and they make another basket. So it's now 4-3. Villanova with their first lead. And there's another miss. Mike Bush grabs the rebound. I had a thought that this might be they have a steal and a basket there. David Watson's pass is kicked by the defense. So Kentucky will inbound. This might be a blowout. I hope it's not. I hope it's at least competitive. But Villanova hits a three. You know, we have no fouls at this point, and we're down by 6 points. So I'm going to turn the defense up a little bit. And the rebounding. We have it on heavy outside on offense. But we've only taken 1 3, so and we made the 3. So still think we should lean heavy offense. We have 4 turnovers. I don't know what to do to let me turn offensive freedom down a little. Turn the crash the boards up quite a bit. Let me turn the pace down a little bit. Maybe running slower will cause us to turn the ball over less. It's ridiculous. We have 4 turnovers already. And we do get some free throws here. We hit both free throws. Here comes Villanova on the other side. And Deion Allen brings the ball up for Kentucky to Davenport to Watson. Watson to Brooks. Brooks back to Allen. Allen to Bush. And there's another foul. So the one thing we can say that's working for us right now is Villanova is picking up some fouls here early on. And Watson hits the first free throw. Watson hits the second free throw. And there comes Villanova. And there's a miss. Davenport grabs the rebound. So we're catching up a little bit. Still really early. But there's a foul on Bush. And let's give Watson a breather. Villanova hits both free throws, and Kentucky will get another shot at it. So traveling. So there's another turnover. Deion Allen grabs the rebound. Brooks to Blair. Oh gosh, another turnover, man. We'll run like this for a couple more minutes, but if there's another turnover, we may as well turn the pace back up to what it was, because turning the pace down did not help the turnover situation. We do get a steal there. And ball was deflected out of bounds. Bush is in bad need of a breather, so we'll sub in Riggs. Davenport is in need of a breather, so we'll sub in Calhoun. Still Kentucky ball. 11-7 Villanova. Brooks to Calhoun. Calhoun misses the shot. Blair grabs a rebound for Kentucky. And a charge. It's another turnover. Let's go ahead and turn the pace back up. I don't think that helped anything. Our defense is still doing okay, though. We don't have a ton of fouls. We have 2 for the entire game, which is fine at this point. And we've held them to 11 points. They are 4 of 15 from the field. So, yeah, defensively, we're doing fine. There's a foul against Villanova. They are approaching the bonus, so hopefully that can lead to some free throws for us, maybe, because we are a pretty good free throw shooting team. But we are 1 of 9 from the field. They are 4 of 16. So neither team is playing really great ball at this point. Calhoun makes the shot and is fouled. So we have a chance to bring it back within 1 point here. And we do. And we're about a quarter through the game. And neither team is playing really great offensively, but part of it is we're playing really good defensively. And I guess both teams, you could say, are probably playing really good defensive ball. Calhoun with a steal to Blair, and Kentucky takes the lead with 9:30 left to go in the first half. Blair grabs the rebound on the other side. And there's a missed basket. Benjamin grabs the rebound for Villanova. And they turn the ball over on the other side. So, yeah, both teams being really sloppy here, but we do have the lead here. And to have the lead at this point, shooting 23% from the field, especially being the underdog, it could be a blowout at this point on their end. But it hasn't been, so I can't complain too much. Probably do need to give Brooks and Allen a break here, though. Let's see, let's make some subs. Let's put Ford in for Brooks, who really had a very unproductive game against Gonzaga. But if you remember, he had a great game against Purdue. We'll put Adam Young in for Allen. Let's put Watson back in for Blair. Let's put Davenport back in for Calhoun. And we'll run with that lineup for a couple of possessions and see how things go. Watson and Blair are both really 2 good fours that you can switch in and out and rely on production from both of those guys at that position. It's kind of the point guard position that's struggling for us. I feel like in these games we've played, Mike Bush is an okay facilitator, but he doesn't score a lot. And we'll keep things going, I think. Riggs is the same way. Like, Riggs is maybe even less productive than Bush. He's just kind of a body out there, really. He hits a 3 on occasion, but that's about it. So it's really the point guard position I feel like we're lacking at, because even there's a foul against Watson. It's okay. Keep playing. Even, man, I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, Davenport and Calhoun at the 5. I think both those guys are like two-star players, but they give some production. They score baskets, they grab rebounds. They're both decent at defense. So I feel like it's the point guard position that's probably our weakest position. Watson hits a shot, and Kentucky's got a lead here with about 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first half, and Watson will get a free throw. We'll put Bush back in, and I think that's all we're going to do at this point. We'll put Bush back in. I missed the free throw, though, but Ford with the steal. And ball is knocked out of bounds. Let's put Calhoun back in. Okay. Villanova hits the three to retake the lead. It's kind of been a back and forth game. It's been very evenly matched so far. So I can't. Chris Ford with an offensive rebound makes the basket. Kentucky retakes the lead. Both teams shooting 6 of 23 from the field so far as Villanova makes a shot to take the lead back. 19-18 here as the first half is winding down. Mike Bush hits a shot, a mid-range outside shot, and gets a steal on the other end. And Kentucky's trying to capitalize and extend this lead. And I think there is I'm not sure what happened there, quite honestly. I thought it was a shot clock violation, but if you look, it does say shot clock violation. But it also says Mike Bush steals pass. Oh, but that's from the possession before. Never mind. So it was a shot clock violation. So it will be Villanova ball, I think, at this point. Still think we'll continue on with this lineup we got up there right now. The good news is no one on our side is really in foul trouble. And this is as good as we could have asked for at this point, I think. Facing at Calhoun with a steal to Watson, Kentucky now up by 3 points. But Benjamin comes down for Villanova and ties the game back up. If we had a chance at all, I think this is how it was going to have to play out. It's just to be a close game. Maybe we win with a shot at the buzzer or something. But this is probably as good as it could have gone for us. Watson makes another shot. 13 points for Watson so far. He's 5 of 6. And certainly, if not for him, we would not be in this game. Probably going to make some substitutions here at the last couple minutes left. We will give Watson a breather. He's been great so far. But he does have some wear on him here as the first half comes to an end. We're going to put Allen back out. Let's put Brooks back out. We'll leave Bush out there for right now. We'll leave Calhoun out there for right now. So Brooks and Allen, and Brooks is 0 for 5 so far. So Benjamin hits a shot for Villanova to tie it back up. Imagine if we can get Brooks going. If we can get Brooks going here, we have a chance to win this game, I think. And Villanova with a turnover. Both teams have 9 turnovers. So we were really struggling with turnovers early on, and Villanova had no turnovers. But now it's got to the point where they have as many as we do. But at this point in the game, I mean, think about this. It's a tie game. We're the 12 seed playing the 1 seed. It's a tie game. We are 1 of 9 from 3. So imagine we get a couple of those threes to go. Imagine that Brooks starts hitting shots and he has 0 points at this point. We have a chance here to win this game. We'll put Davenport back in. We'll sub Calhoun out. But certainly you can't be too hopeful. Don't want to get your hopes up too much. We have an entire second half to play. Villanova could come out in the second half and absolutely mop the floor with us. They have that potential. We'll put Riggs back in here. And we'll keep playing. Villanova with a missed shot. Davenport grabs his 6th rebound of the game. And we have a chance to take the lead here as the first half winds down. Allen grabs the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in after the miss. Kentucky leads 26-24. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. But Hannah drains the three-pointer for Villanova, but Riggs comes down on the other side and drills a 3 to end the first half. And at halftime, Kentucky leads Villanova 29-27. So I didn't expect to be leading at halftime, but we have a 2-point lead. We are 2 of 11 from 3, which is pretty poor. But again, imagine if we can get that going. Brooks is scoreless so far. He's 0 for 7. And we have the lead. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. So we will jump back into this. And let's make sure we have our starters out there. We'll have Mike Bush back out there. Brooks, Allen, Watson, who's been so great so far, and Davenport to start off the second half. No one in any foul trouble. Allen to Brooks. Brooks hits a shot, his first of the game, and that's a good sign, hopefully. Maybe he can get going. But Trent Coulter hits a shot for Villanova to answer, and it's back to a 2-point game. Davenport with the basket. Mark Lockwood with the steal. And Mike Bush grabs the rebound on the other end. And a few missed shots here from both ends of the floor. Deion Allen grabs his 7th rebound. Here comes Kentucky. To Watson. And Watson rattles in another basket as Kentucky takes a 4-point lead with 18:15 left. Deion Allen grabs another rebound, but we turn the ball over on the other end. Just really, really strong defense from both teams. And Villanova hits a shot to bring it back within 2 once again. And here comes Kentucky and another turnover. Man, 3 turnovers here early in the second half. And there's a basket and a foul. So Villanova has the opportunity to retake the lead here. I don't want to sub anyone out. And our defense is still doing pretty good. Maybe we'll bump it up. I don't know if we want to bump it up too much. We'll leave it where it's at. Offensively, again, maybe we take it down a tad. Lockwood does hit the free throw as Villanova takes a 1-point lead. And there's a foul against Lockwood on the other end. So we'll just get to reset there. And Kentucky inbounds the ball once again. About 3 minutes into the second half. Villanova leads by 1. There's another missed shot from Kentucky. And I'm hoping that there's a foul on the other end. It is on Brooks, his first. I'm hoping this doesn't start being a runaway here because Villanova has some momentum here. They hit both free throws. And Villanova now has the 3-point lead. Come on, Kentucky. Trent Coulter picks up a foul. Still not subbing out at this point. Still trying to hope that Brooks can get something going here. To Watson. And there's another foul against Villanova. So we'll keep pushing on, I think. So they do have some fouls here early on, which may lead to a bonus situation. Watson hits an outside 2, 17 points now for David Watson. And we would certainly not be in this game again without him. Davenport grabs his 7th rebound of the game. And Kentucky's on the other end. Bush puts up a shot and misses the shot. And Villanova gets another opportunity. And they miss the shot. Bush grabs the rebound. Okay. Yeah, once again, some missed shots on both ends of the floor here. Man, okay. Starting to get kind of tough for us. Brooks is now 1 of 9 from the field. And he picked up his 2nd foul. So we're at that point now because we've got 3 fouls here early in the second half. Villanova has 3 fouls. And we have fouled on all 3 of our fouls so far have been shooting fouls. So we're not, when we're fouling and giving them opportunities to score. And they have been taking advantage of those so far. So Villanova has a 3-point lead here with 14:20 left to go in the game. And another miss from Kentucky as Mark Lockwood grabs another rebound for Villanova. And a 3-pointer on the other end, which gives Villanova a 6-point lead, their largest lead of the night. And another missed basket on the other end. There's a missed basket, though, as Dion Allen grabs his 9th rebound for Kentucky. And Allen misses the shot, but is fouled, and we'll get a couple of free throws here. Seems like, we haven't turned the ball over in a few possessions. But we're really having a hard time getting shots to fall. We still have a higher field goal percentage than Villanova. We are 2 of 13 from 3, which is pretty terrible. Brooks is just not hitting that 3 tonight. So, you know what we could do? I almost don't know if I want to do this, but let's turn down, let's go to favor outside. Let's turn down taking those threes just a little bit. What's crazy is Villanova has taken 10 more 3-pointers than we have, but we're definitely not hitting that 3 tonight. So let's take that down just a little bit. I've even thought about switching to balanced, but maybe we won't. Maybe we will in a few minutes. We'll see how things go. We'll put some subs in here. Let's put Riggs back in for Bush. Let me go Riggs for Bush. Let's put Blair in for Watson. Allen hits the first free throw. Allen hits both free throws. It's 41-37 Villanova. And there's a charge against Davenport, his first foul of the night. We'll keep playing. We'll not change anything at this point. And Villanova makes a shot on the other end. But Brooks hits an outside two to bring it back within 4. So Kentucky's still definitely in this game. Villanova with a missed shot. Deion Allen grabs the rebound. And there's another missed shot, though, from Kentucky. Just can't seem to find a run here in the second half. Can't string together 2 successful offensive possessions, doesn't seem like, as Villanova hits a 3 on the other end to put them up by 7. Nearing the halfway point of the second half, Villanova's got some advantage here for sure. And there is a missed shot from Villanova as Riggs grabs a rebound. And there's another turnover. Yeah, it seems like I can't get much going here. Let's put Calhoun in for Davenport. Don't know much else I want to change at this point. Here comes Villanova. And there's another three-pointer. My goodness, as Villanova takes a 10-point lead. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in the second half. And there's a foul against Villanova, so Allen will get some free throws here. Allen hits the first. Allen hits both free throws to bring it back within 8 points. Kentucky's still in it at this point, but Villanova certainly has the momentum. But they do miss a shot as Allen grabs his 11th rebound of the night. But a missed shot on the other end. Cannot capitalize on these stops against Villanova. And Brooks picks up his 3rd foul. So Brooks has had just a terrible night. 2 of 11, 3 fouls. Let's put Ford back in for Brooks. I don't want to take defensive intensity down because I think that will lead to potentially even more shots being made by Villanova. Don't want to turn it up because we're nearing the bonus here and don't want to give them free throws. So I don't know what to do in terms of the defensive intensity. But Villanova is certainly connecting on more shots than they were in the first half. Chris Ford with a steal and a basket on the other end to bring it back within 8 points. And ball is knocked out of bounds. Let's sub Watson back in for Blair. Let's sub Adam Young in for Deion Allen. And maybe Watson can get some things going here as he has been the hottest player for us in this game so far with 17 points. And there's another miss by Villanova, or by Kentucky, I'm sorry. So Villanova will get another shot. We're staying in it, but time is starting to wind down here. About 7.5 minutes nearing that. Kentucky down by 8 points. as Villanova makes another basket to put it back up by 10. I don't want to make any subs. That is the 6th foul against Villanova, so they are approaching the bonus as well. Chris Ford knocks down a 3. That is the first 3 in a long time that Kentucky is connected on to bring it back within 7. And there's a kick to ball here. So let's put Davenport back in for Calhoun. Calhoun's not doing a whole lot tonight. Davenport is at least grabbing rebounds. And yeah, Villanova hits a 3. Villanova has started to connect from the 3 in the second half, and it's really starting to take its effect. Davenport grabs another rebound off the Villanova miss, his 8th. Chris Ford with an offensive rebound off the miss. And Chris Ford knocks down an outside 2 to bring it back within 8 points. Once again, Chris Ford having an okay game. A couple of offensive rebounds, 9 points, a couple of steals. He's actually having a better game than Brooks, who he comes in for. And here comes Kentucky on the other end to try to cut into this lead with about 5 minutes left to go, and they cannot make the basket. So here with less than 5 minutes left to go, Villanova has an 8-point lead, and Villanova travels and turns the ball over, so Kentucky will get another shot to cut into the league. Let's put Mike Bush back out. Riggs hit that 3 as the first half was winding down, but aside from that, hasn't done much at all. Let's go ahead and get back into it. I'm trying to think of different things to do, but we are kind of getting to the point, again, we do have the 5 fouls, so we have to keep that in mind. Davenport with a shot and a foul, okay. So we get a free throw here to bring it back within 5, possibly. Okay, we missed the free throw, though. But still, we have brought it back to within 6, which is the closest it's been in a little while. Villanova with the shot here. And there's a foul against Adam Young. Okay, we're going to make some substitutions here. Let's put Brooks back in for Ford. Give Brooks one last chance to try to get us back into this game. Let's put Calhoun back in. Just trying to think of different things we could possibly do here. But one more foul. We're in that bonus. They missed the free throw. They hit the second. So Villanova's back at about 7. They are. Oh, Brooks hits a shot. Okay, to bring it back within 5. Villanova is 10 of 11 from the free throw line, so they are a decent free throw shooting team. At least they have been so far. So we don't want to foul like crazy. So that's why I'm reluctant on turning the defense up any more than what it is. Calhoun makes a shot for Kentucky. It's back within 3 with 3:10 left to go. And there's the 4th foul of the night on Brooks. So now here is an important decision. Brooks is, or has been, our best player. He has 4 fouls. So do we take him out, leave him in? I think we leave him in. Let's put Dion Allen back in. He's been out for a little while. I'm reluctant to sub Watson out because he's been so hot. He needs a bit of a breather, but he's been so good tonight. I'm reluctant to sub him out. So I think we'll put Allen back in. Villanova hits the free throw. Back up by 4. Misses the second, but they grab the offensive rebound. And they do not take the opportunity. They miss the second chance, but we turn the ball over because of course we do on the other end. And Villanova goes up by 6 points here. Starting to look like things are maybe slipping away. Dion Allen hits a 3. Okay. To bring it back within 3. Only the 4th 3 of the night. But Lockwood answers on the other end with a 2-pointer. Villanova up by 5 with a couple of minutes left to go in the game. And there's a miss, and Villanova will get another opportunity here. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. So I think it stays with, does it go to Kentucky? I think it goes to Kentucky. As good as Watson was early on, he's really not done a ton for us lately in this game. So let's put Blair in. Let's give Watson a breather. Let's put Davenport back in. Kentucky gets an opportunity here. And we missed the basket. But Davenport with a steal. Brooks hits a shot, brings it back within 3. Man, every time it looks like we're going to come back and tie it up, Villanova answers. And we probably need to start fouling, which is what we just did. Maxwell hits the basket. And Brooks misses the shot. We'll go to the free throw line. Hits the first. Hits the second. Ooh, they missed their free throw. And Bush hits a 3. Okay. So Villanova has 2 free throws here. If they miss one, we still have an opportunity to put it in the overtime. If they miss both, we still have an opportunity to win the game. There's 4 seconds left. It's not very likely. But you know what? At least it's been competitive. At least we've been in the game for most of the game. And we certainly played them better, I think, than what I expected. So, you know what? Let's put Watson back out. Because he's been so hot. I'm even going to put Riggs out. Let's put Riggs out because Riggs hit that 3-point shot in the first half. Maybe he can hit a 3-point shot at the end of this game. Okay, we're going to go with this lineup here. But they hit their first free throw. If they hit this free throw, it's probably over. And they do. So Kentucky inbounds, and Brooks misses, and that is the ball game. So Villanova defeats Kentucky 68-64 in the Sweet 16. And you know what? It stinks to lose, but we were at least competitive. And you know what? We're going to go ahead. We won't do the off season, but we'll get to the off season. We'll see who wins this tournament. So let's go ahead and simulate the rest of this season. As Miami defeats Arkansas, and before that, Michigan picked up the win. Man, so we played 4 full games in this postseason, and they were all fun, all competitive. Sorry, I feel like I should have more to say ending the season, but I didn't. I didn't go in with super high hopes of winning. And if we got completely blown out, it would have been one thing. But to at least stay competitive, I mean, we won the first half and didn't do terrible in the second half. Can't be too upset at the outcome. And Michigan defeats Wisconsin in, I think that was the championship game. So Michigan is the champs of season 1. We got an email here. We can look at the. We'll go ahead and do this. We'll look at the awards for the season. Nothing for Kentucky, probably in any of these big awards. I wouldn't imagine. Maybe in the SEC we might win something. Nothing there. Antonio Brooks does make the All-American, or I'm sorry, the All-Conference first team for the SEC. Had a great season, but really kind of very poor performance in that last game. He does win Freshman of the Year. It's unfortunate that he is moving on, and we will not have him next season. I am looking forward, though, to having some of the players we recruited in the first videos of this series. A coaching job is available. We will not take any other jobs. This is Kentucky until the end. Reach the Final Four. Honestly, these are the goals for the season. But reach the Final Four. That was pretty big, a pretty big ask considering the roster we were giving. I think we were came in ranked 23rd. We had 2 really good players in Brooks and Allen. and the rest were just pieces, man. I think Blair and Watson both exceeded their star power in the tournament games in the postseason, but uh, neither of our point guards were great. Our big men were inconsistent, and with what we were given to be asked to make it to the Final Four is pretty up there, honestly. I think pretty hard to do that. So I don't feel too bad about failing that one. Win the conference tournament. Again, we were probably right in the middle of the field in the SEC in this first season. Just Florida was really good. Arkansas was really good. I don't think we really could have beaten either of those teams. We didn't, but I feel like we did beat Florida. I think we may have beaten those teams like in games, but I mean, as far as like winning more games than those teams in the conference play, that was asking a lot, honestly. With again, given the team that we had to start off with, that we had no control over, it was asking a lot, quite honestly. Win 20 plus games, that was even pretty hard, but we did do that. We succeeded at that. I don't remember. I think we ended up with 23 wins overall. So I think we reached our 20th win with the last win we had in the SEC tournament. So that wasn't asking too much. I mean, we did achieve that. So obviously it wasn't above what we could do. So that was actually a pretty good challenge, and we succeeded there. Maintain school prestige. We stayed exactly the same. Started at 85, stayed at 85. Probably got a little bit lucky with a couple of these tournament wins, but happy to say that that's the same as it was, because it probably wouldn't have been otherwise if we had lost in that game against Oregon State. Probably would have dropped some, I would imagine. And sign a 5-star recruit. We have a pretty good class coming in. If I remember right, we got the second best freshman class coming in. So yeah, overall, things probably went a little better than what they should have, a little better than expected, considering what we had. So yeah, I'm pretty excited and pretty pleased with where we are right now. So I think this is where I'll end the video, because the next stage is the coach carousel, which we're not moving anywhere, but this kind of officially ends season 1, and we'll start season 2, or I guess the season 1 off season. I don't know how you want to put it, but we'll start the off season between seasons in the next video. So if you enjoyed it, appreciate you watching as always, and we'll see you next time.